Okay, so fun fact for this one, the new director, Alfonso Cuarón, in order to familiarize himself with the three lead actors, he had each of them write an essay about their characters, so each of the actors actually responded like their characters would. Emma Watson went overboard and wrote 16 pages, Daniel Radcliffe wrote a one-page summary, and Rupert Grint never even turned his in. Talk about commitment to a character. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. So year 3 at Hogwarts, and this is actually the first movie in the series to have a new director, and you can definitely tell. There are like some new flavors in this film that you can tell, you notice like the first two films just did not have that. Like there are these transitions that would happen, you would see something happen with the Whomping Willow Tree, it'll just be like one comedic minute and then they'll get to the next scene. But of course, before we can get to Hogwarts for this year, we have to have our last big throwdown with the Dursleys. The whole Aunt Marge sequence is actually really fun to watch, because I love how Harry Potter's actually standing up to the Dursleys now. Like Aunt Marge is like, oh, you're still here, aren't you? Harry's all like, yes. But you can really tell he's like, yeah, fuck you. Let me show you what you get when you insult my folks. I'll inflate you like a balloon and send you flying. So Harry gets out of there, and now we're on the night bus, which I'm actually not gonna lie, I would actually want to take a ride in that thing. I'm not even lying. Just zipping throughout the city, yeah! So this is the last film in the series I think that sets up the entire world of Harry Potter, because we're still being introduced to new stuff, and one of the things we're introduced to in this film is a creature known as a Dementor. Dementors are, for lack of a better term, the security guards at Azkaban prison, which is the wizard prison. Which you can tell, yeah, Azkaban is an island out in the ocean. It was modeled after Alcatraz. Azkaban, Alcatraz, you get it. And the thing about Dementors is that they punish you by literally sucking out your soul. If you see these things and you are not prepared to fight them, you just want to run. Just get the hell out of there. Luckily though, this time around, the new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher is David Thewlis as Professor Remus John Lupin. And this guy's actually pretty awesome. He's nice. He's not a bumbling idiot and he's not a flake. He actually means business. He's a good guy. And he teaches Harry how to repel Dementors. This simple little spell called the Patronus Charm. And by simple, I mean advanced above school level. Yeah, it's awesome. Expecto Patronum! If you know whose one this is, well, then 10 points to whatever house you're in. And Dumbledore was recast, and now we have Michael Gambon in the role. And I think everyone agrees that this is the better Dumbledore. No offense to Richard Harris, he was great, but I'm just saying Michael Gambon is the man. He has that big loud voice that you know he means business. Welcome to another year at Hogwarts. It's pretty much him saying, I'm the new Dumbledore and I'm here to stay. And he is here to stay. He'll be Dumbledore for the rest of the series. And this is the one in the series where, in my opinion, you start to see the rise of the prime of Fred and George Weasley. They give Harry an object called the Marauders Map, and that scene where they give it to him is a great scene because of that dialogue. It's awesome. This map shows everyone. Everyone? Everyone. Where they are, what they're doing, every minute of every day. Brilliant. It's awesome. I love them starting to become the jokesters that they'll be known for. Oh my god, I haven't even gotten to the main story yet, the main premise. A lot going on in this film, but the big thing is that there has been a breakout at Azkaban prison. Notorious mass murderer Sirius Black. New face on the scene, played by Gary Oldman. And apparently he is broken out of prison to come after Harry Potter, because the common knowledge says that he is a big supporter of you-know-who, Voldemort. And so that's what the big throwdown at the end of the film is about, with him and Remus Lupin, who you find out is a werewolf. Yeah, not the best fit teacher to teach at Hogwarts. And another new character, Peter Pettigrew, who this guy is, like, I hate this dude, really. So like him and Sirius and Lupin and the trio, a lot of revelation going on. You're like, oh my god, this happened way back in the past? Wow. You're learning more and more about how Voldemort killing Harry's parents actually made a big difference, and what actually went down that fateful night. And after this big throwdown, the movie's actually not done yet because we gotta fix some things. So in order to do that, we gotta go back in time. What? Back to the Future. And yeah, thanks to the magical object known as the Time Turner that Hermione's been carrying around with her pretty much all year, more than one innocent life can be spared. So yeah, now we're introducing the element of time travel to the Harry Potter universe, and I hear there might be a bit of that in Cursed Child, which I have not read yet. I know, I call myself a Harry Potter fan and I haven't read it yet. I'll read it before I review Goblet of Fire. But for now, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban is a really exciting movie, the only one that Alfonso Cuarón will direct. The effects are a lot better, and this is actually the first one where the kids are now growing up and their acting is getting a lot better. And this is actually the last one that John Williams would score for the series. And he brought in quite a few themes. He brought in a theme for the Hippogriff flight scene. That's great stuff. The music during the night bus scene is also really good. It's still not my favorite of the series, but don't worry, we're about to get there. So, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Have you seen it? Have you watched it recently? How does it rank among all the Harry Potter films for you? Whatever you think, go ahead and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe.